Good morning and welcome to Questions with Quest, the show where we get to know the Quest Fitness family a little bit better. I'm your host, Margaret Hanson. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, we're doing things a little bit different here today. I'm going to be interviewing Meg instead of Meg interviewing everyone else. So you guys have seen her face a lot through the interviews. Now we're going to turn the tables a little bit. So, how are you today?
I'm great.
Fantastic. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you before we get into questions about the massage?
Well, to be fair, since I ask everybody, tell us your name and age if you're willing.
Right.
My name is Margaret Hanson. A lot of people call me Meg for short, and I am 40 years old.
Okay. Now, so what got you into this line of business?
Massage therapy started as a hobby for me. I was the teenager that gave relaxing back rubs, mostly at the campfire at Sleepaway Church Camp. But I went to college for something else. I grew up in a theater and arts family, and so I went to college for theater. I have a 4-year degree in behind the scenes theater stuff. And I did that for a few years until, as I like to say, I burned out really fantastically because I was in a very high stress portion of the work of putting on live theater, dance, and opera. I worked in all three medium. And as a person with depression and anxiety issues, really high stress work environments are not healthy for me. So while we were engaged, actually, I quit working professionally as a stage manager. Just a very rough, early mid 20s, come to grips with reality kind of moment or series of moments in life. So I worked in offices. I got a temp job. And, we got married and spent a couple of years just working a it was 8 to 4:45 with a 45-minute lunch gig. Very stable. Long-term temp job, was never going to get hired in, no room for advancement. Great working relationship with the folks I work with my direct supervisor and all of that, and enjoyed being a newlywed until I got good and bored.
All right.
And so then I started looking for something else, and I came back to that massage idea. And so I did research, and I found out massage can be a job, and there's certifications and insurance and professional organizations and standards. And since then, the state of Michigan has joined the ranks of officially professionally licensing massage therapists and things like that. And I was like, oh, I could do that. And so I went back to school. And I graduated from my advanced program at Blue Heron Academy in the fall of 2008. And except for one break when we moved and a maternity leave, I have been a professional massage therapist since then.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So this fall will be 13 years.
Wow. That's a long run as a massage therapist. And it seems like you still love it. So that's fantastic.
I love it.
Good.
I love my job.
So outside of massage, what do you like doing for fun?
Oh, we're a family that keeps pretty active. I do like Tai Chi. Schedules have kept me out of Tai Chi class here. Eric and I have been trying to do some at home, just the two of us, as like a workout at home date night.
Okay.
As a family, the three of us like to bike together. Trying to find a good carrier to put my tiny dog in so he can come on bike rides with us. We love to go camping. We are tent people. Getting a little old for tent on the ground. We've moved up to air mattresses. I feel like a little bad about that, but mostly I sleep better. My back doesn't hurt. I am also a crafter.
Okay.
My primary craft is knitting. I can crochet. I really enjoy cross stitch, and I can sew. I spent most of the spring lockdown of 2020, the 3 months where I couldn't work, making masks and scrub caps for myself and another massage therapist and for the community, and donating them before masks were commercially available to the public.
Awesome. So,
and I read a lot. and I listen to a lot of audiobooks and podcasts.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean, your husband is librarian essentially. So.
Yeah. My husband is a librarian.
A Viking librarian.
He's a Viking librarian. He's currently the director of a library. But when we met and when we were dating, he was working on his first master's degree, which is his MFA in poetry. So I dated and married a poet. So
okay. So kind of give our crew out there somewhat of an idea of what to expect when they come in to meet you for the first
time. That's a great question. My intake process is a little slow, and it's a little slow on purpose. I like to do intake with new clients face to face, so I don't send you internet forms ahead of time. I'd rather just do them together, and that is for two reasons. The first reason is one part of a massage therapist training is all about assessment. Mm-hmm. So watching how you move and how you sit is really useful information to me. So if we have a 10 or 20 minute conversation while you fill out one form that is your contact information and basic consent to get massage, and then I fill out another form while we have a conversation about your overall health history, so I can get a picture of what's going on in your life and your body and why you're here in a general or like a macro level. I'm also taking in information about who you are, and I nearly always do intake actually right here. This is the massage room. I sit on my stool. I ask my clients to sit on the bench. It allows you a little bit of time to get used to a brand new space before you're expected to, open up and be able to be comfortable getting on this massage table and letting me work. So we're going to talk about basic health history, basic things in the past, what brings you in today, what it is you need to work on, if you've had massage before. If so, I love feedback about things you love or hate from other massage therapists. And then we'll talk about what I think is going to be right for you today. My core training is in medical massage and manual therapy. My specialties include working with folks with anxiety, depression, healing from trauma, especially folks that are reacclimating to any form of touch, which is just such a hard area when you've been through something that makes you feel like you have to have a nearly a hard wall and a shell out, but then you need help relaxing, or something hurts, or you can't reach the thing, or all the stretching and yoga and Pilates in the world isn't fixing the hip, and you need someone to touch you. That requires some extra training and space to work through. And I am trained also to work with folks that are pregnant.
Okay.
Through all stages of pregnancy, including what's sometimes called the postpartum or the fourth trimester period, which is after giving birth. And I do work with the full body. And I'm not a fan of asking a pregnant person to ever place pressure on that pregnant belly. We'll always work with you on your side. Because of that ability to do a full body massage, side lying, I also work with folks with various physical, especially mobility disabilities, and I have some training in lifting and transfers. So
yeah, and I can speak from experience because I come in about twice a month for my massage, and I'll say usually I make it about 30 minutes before I pass out on the table, which is kind of nice because then I wake up all refreshed and relaxed, and as I like to put it, feel like a pile of goo walking around. It's quite fantastic. So I would definitely recommend that to anyone out there. Even if you don't come in for the training, definitely come in for the massage.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see some of the artwork that's in the room here. So I feel we've made this a pretty relaxing space for everyone to come into.
I think this is a beautifully cultivated space. I spent some time working in a spa, and I have like a salon and spa situation, and I was the technical massage therapist. It was like, oh, if you have like problems, not just you want to relax, you're going to want to see Meg. And there's a lot that I love. I love so many things about the spa world. I'm one of the manual therapists in town that wanted to take the Swedish massage and sports massage course, because we're like, yeah, I can learn stuff from that. And that's an odd mixing of disciplines. Usually you've got your technical people, like I am a medical massage therapist, I do manual therapy, I'm one step outside of your personal trainer, one step outside of your physical therapist. or you have your relaxation focused. I like to blend those two things together. So basic massage questions like, is it deep tissue? Is it heavy pressure? Am I going to be sore the next day? That depends on what you need and what you tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
I can create a lot of pressure. Manual therapy is known as a soft hand. It is intended to get results at the deeper layers of muscle, all the way down to the periosteal attachment, which is where the muscle attaches to the periosteum, which is the sheath around the bone. I'm being an anatomy nerd again.
It's okay.
In a really comfortable way that a lot of people do sleep through.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody likes to sleep on the massage table.
Yeah.
I get a lot of sleepers, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. You're always welcome to nap on my table. I'm the one at work, not you. If you want to talk, we can talk.
Yeah. Usually we start off with conversation, and then before you know it, I catch myself snoring in the med. So.
And I only wake people up when I need them to turn over or when the massage session is done.
Right.
And that's only because I have a schedule to keep, and most other people do too. You know.
So, speaking of schedule, why don't you tell people what days you're usually available?
So my big days are Friday, Saturday. I'm available just about all day, Friday and Saturday. Thursdays, I have a little bit of time in the morning and into the lunch hour. And I am starting to offer some limited Tuesdays. I was getting some feedback that folks that work evenings and weekends couldn't get here. You can always see my availability on our online calendar through Schedulicity.
Mm-hmm.
You can book your own appointment. That for last minute appointments with less than a day or two notice, just call or text me directly. I do take same day and next day appointments, but you can't always schedule them online. My services are by appointment only. So even though I have some wide availability, if there's not an appointment booked, I won't be just hanging out here. So
awesome. Anything else you'd like to share with our fan base out there? Maybe how to get a hold of you?
You can always get a hold of me through the main Quest contact info. So you can go to our website, of course, questfitnessgym.com. You can do the contact us on the massage therapy page there. You can see my direct work phone number. You may call or text that. You can also email me directly. My work number is the 616-263-6090. My work email is my full name, Margaret Hanson, the letters MMT@gmail.com. And that stands for medical manual therapist, which were my work credentials before we were a state licensed profession. So yes, I am an LMT, but you couldn't be an LMT in Michigan when I started my career.
All right. Well, thank you for taking time to give us this interview.
Excellent.
Being on the opposite side of the
the
interview. Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of Questions with Quest. We hope you enjoyed our conversation today. If you have any questions for us here at Quest Fitness, please contact us at 616-425-1344 or online at questfitnessgym.com. Take good care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you soon.